What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. We got a busy day around here at the hunt quarters. As you can see, we've got projects galore going on around here. Ricky and I are gonna be working on a 3000 GT because we're gonna boost this bad boy, and we need to find out what, Ricky?
We need to make sure the compression is up to our standards. Well, your standard. My standard is install it and F it. But make it
So,
a different way.
we want to make sure we got good compression on all 6 cylinders before we throw more boost at this car. At the end of the day, we're giving this car away. We want to make sure what we're giving away is something that's going to last for the new owner. It's just the right thing to do. So Ricky and I have acquired a compression tester. We've already removed the intake manifold, which blocks the rear bank of cylinders. It starts up there and sits over the rear bank. So you really only have visibility of the front bank when the manifold is on. So it's imperative that you remove that in order to get to the rear 3 cylinders. So now we've got access. We're gonna go ahead and remove the fuel pump fuse and make sure we can crank this thing over and get some compression numbers. So here we go.
You know what I want to see? The rear spark plugs.
Why?
90% of the time when I've done tune-ups on these cars,
Nobody does the
they
rears.
replace the fronts and never the back. And the back ones, that's still the original ones from manufacturer. So, can't wait to see that.
This is how I've always done it, is just count however many cranks, like 10 seconds or 7 seconds, and do it on all the cylinders. And the consistency is the most important thing. All right, so Mickey cleared it. So here, just run it for the same amount of time. Like.
That's 4 seconds.
That's 4.
It went like 155, but kicked down and rested at 140.
Yeah. Who thinks Ricky should bring a nitrous fed
NA neon.
NA neon 200 shot onto the channel? Because I want to see that.
I'm thinking of doing a ghetto project car and bringing that one in.
Ricky Styles?
Yeah, but I gotta convince my son to give me the car back.
No, man. Jesus. God damn. 160. 155. We got a strong motor here, boys, so far.
That's it.
Yep.
What is it?
155.
Ooh, the back's strong.
We're solid.
The back's strong. Oh.
Come on, 150.
That's it.
It's like 140.
Yeah,
Last time, 140.
Yeah, there you go.
152.
152.
Yeah! 155.
I have a little bit of a disclaimer here. One is you're supposed to run the motor when it's warm, typically. So really what we were looking for here, I think above anything else, was that the numbers were pretty consistent, which they are. The minimum we're getting is around the 140 range, and the maximum was 160 PSI. So the deviation between is, the spread is only 20 PSI, which based on my information, based on my knowledge and my background, that tells me this is a pretty healthy motor. And we can move on to the next steps of the build, which is upgrading these turbos, these little tiny turbos here, and making some more power. And making it look nice too, because this looks like crap.
This looks like garbage.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Cool.
Put them plugs back in, baby boy.
The next day.
What's going on, guys? So we are back, not back, but today's the next day. You know what I mean? So I can finish the spark plugs thingy. I don't know where Mickey is yet, but he should be here shortly. Here we go. I'm gonna be grabbing the spark plugs that we just got for the VR-4. I'm gonna be gapping them. And I know they're pre-gap because we're gonna be running upgraded turbos and stuff like that in this car. I'm gonna re-gap them to a different spec. Then I'm gonna be installing, Mickey's here. I'm gonna be installing them, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
All right, guys, so it's actually the next day right now. I wanted to give you a quick update on the VR-4 compression test. Everything looked good. Ricky just finished up putting in all of the spark plugs. Now, I wanted to kind of change gears on this build. Our friend from Flyride, Chris, actually came down and he took the headlights back to his shop. He retrofitted them with some really cool angel eyes, and I asked Chris to record a segment to put into our channel so you guys could see a really in-depth process on how Chris makes the headlights the way that he does. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and insert that clip in here. Hopefully you guys enjoy.
What's up, guys? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Chris. I have a company called Flyride where I build custom lights and show you how I do it. Evan asked me if I would take the VR-4 headlights from throtl back to my shop here and walk you guys through some of what I do so you can see exactly how we built these headlights. Now, in not too long, somebody's gonna win this VR-4 and I wanted to make this set of lights really special. So I hooked up a little remote control so anytime you want, you can turn on the red angel eyes. And the other cool thing is that you can change them to any color you want using the Bluetooth app. So we talked about that on the RX-8 project. Now we've got them with angel eyes instead of demon eyes. And we also have the cool function of automatic white as soon as the parking lights are turned on the car. All right, so this is actually a pretty simple process. I'm gonna take you back a couple days ago when I opened up the lights and walk through all the different steps that we took to make this happen. So on one of my recent trips down to San Diego, I saw Evan having a hard time getting these things nice and clear. After that, they actually had some clear film put on. They look super good now, and he didn't want me to mess it up by putting them in the oven. So I used the heat gun for the first round. I saw how it was sealed. It looked like it was safe, so I used the oven on the second one. So we're gonna preheat the oven to 220. Here's all the different little clips. There's no screws or anything that holds this lens down. So literally, once we heat it up enough, we're just gonna lift it straight off. This is a super small light, so it should fit in any kind of oven, especially this monster. So that's it for now. We're gonna wait for 5 minutes, check it, make sure that everything looks good, make sure that that clear film on top isn't looking strange, and it might be ready to open up. You move this camera, get up close and personal, we'll tear this lens off. Here we go. Make sure all that little glue right there, you wanna be careful that you don't scratch that part. And now we have this to install angel eyes on. So here's our angel eye, and it's always a smart move no matter what part you're installing, if it has anything to do with custom lighting, to first plug it in before you install it. Make sure that the thing works before you mount it, and then if there's any issues, you're not sure if you caused them or if it was something that was caused as a manufacturer defect. If you know anything about RGB products, we've got one wire for each color. Now this black one is actually a power wire. Then we've got a ground for red, blue, and green. So we're just gonna test those. So here's green, here's blue, and here's red. And if you combine any of these wires, like the red, green, and blue, you'll actually get different colors. So we've got blue and red together. If you do red and green together, it gives you yellow. We get teal if we do green and blue together. All the colors together, we actually get a pretty dope looking white color. We're gonna solder on some little legs to these angel eyes so that they can actually attach onto that plastic bezel that we just pulled out. Right now we're at a pretty important step because it's resealing the light. So if you don't want all of your hard work to go to waste and everything to get fried because water gets in there and bad stuff happens, you're gonna want to use something like this. This is a product called Retro Rubber. It's rubber butyl. I have a weird little machine over here that I use, and it heats it up and dispenses it, and it's super dangerous, and you should never ever have that tool. But if you don't want to go spend crazy money on something like that, this stuff is available to everyone, and it's just a little roll. So it comes with as much as you need to do a set of lights. It's just pretty simple, easy to work with. We're gonna install it right now, so let me stop yapping and I will show you exactly what you would do if you were resealing your lights. So all we're gonna do is take this rubber butyl rope, basically. As we push it into place, we're just gonna kind of stretch it a little bit. As you stretch it, it thins out. This is an import style headlight. Most of them are sealed with rubber butyl already. And so we're gonna be able to just stretch this out and have one nice consistent path all the way around the lights. And then we're gonna heat it up and then put the lens on, and they will be sealed and safe against all those bad things out there.
I've got one thing on my mind. I already hear the bells. Everything about you calling out to me, I got to hold ya.
Alright, you guys, thank you for letting me steal the channel for a minute. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram or here on YouTube. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, now Chris just dropped off the completed headlights here. They look awesome. Obviously a little bit dusty, but that's not a big deal. So they got that really cool angel eye system in there, which is gonna look really awesome once this thing is all fully assembled. Now I think that's pretty much where we're gonna cut off today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It was a good one. Now, I wanna give you guys also a little hint on what's to come with the car. We have been receiving boxes upon boxes of performance parts for the car, and that stuff's going live in tomorrow's video. And I'll give you guys a little hint because you guys are staying all the way to the end of this video. It's related to a twin turbo upgrade for the VR-4. So we are ready to make some big power on this car. I am so excited. We actually have a full detailed series planned out. So the next 4 to 5 videos are actually gonna be all VR-4 content. So if you've been waiting for that, cheers, and I hope you guys enjoy. Remember, if you're not subscribed or you don't have those post notifications turned on, please go ahead and do that. That way you don't miss a video. I'd love for you guys to be fully up to date on the whole series. So thank you guys once again for watching. We appreciate all of the comments, all the likes, and all the love you guys give us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy.